This will be taking it down. And the final tender will be at 1 p.m. Once again, returning time from the island today will be at 11 a.m. and your final tender will be at 1 p.m. Enjoy the rest.
That's not real. Where is everybody from? Germany. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning once again and welcome to the famous Dolphin Encounters.
Good morning.
My name is Justina and this one is not mature coat. The lip is more flared and it's pink.
Okay.
Be none other than the sea urchin.
Found one?
Yep, right here.
Oh.
How do you say?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I had one in my feet once.
Ouch. Oh, yeah. Drifting algae or sea lettuce to eat. Hidden between the spines are tiny tube feet. You just put them in the water. And then you can see them come on up.
So that's the mouth.
Yep.
Oh.
Can you see the little tiny tube feet?
Yeah.
Yeah. that is also used for moving, protection, and for them to suck onto the sea floor. So complimentary and actually receive it at the end of
And it's not so if you don't
Put him back in.
Yeah.
It's a private person.
he is a Bahamian. He owns the entire island. Pirates and privateers who cause salt. And pirates and privateers cause salt to reserve their food. The island was also a great threat to the islands from further erosions. They also promote sand deposits and help form stable beaches.
So it's by nature.
Oh my gracious. Now I would like to get some food. One. And it's one of the smallest we do have on the island.
Small.
We have one down in the bushes. Down there actually used to be our old stingray habitat before we moved them over at the protected habitat in the lagoon. But we have some creatures down. Now this breakwater not only creates a safe access to the island, but also a shallow water refuge for stingrays and sharks.
Can they swim outside?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
They're free to go and come as they please.
Cool.
Cool.
This one looks like a baby shark. Gamara.
Tree.
Uh-huh.
Variety of ailments from common cold to arthritis. It is a hard, durable, densest wood that is traded internationally. Red streaks of bark is called the poison wood, related to poison oak. Don't get anything from that. They just use it as their housing.
So what do they...
Please do watch your step as we head on out. That is the original series. Straight ahead. Straight ahead is actually Angle Island. That island used to serve as a quarantine island. So we successfully made it.
We teach the children to do coming down the stairs, isn't it? When they're little. They're on their hands and knees.
Outside sit
Hello.
down.
Hello.
Nobody outside. Nobody. So I asked myself where they are.
But the cushions, everything is outside.
You have a yes and monsters.
From that tree. Secret.
Yes, ma'am. See the little branches? It has.
Congratulations to team number 1. Completing the obstacle course.
Mic check. At this time, we'd like to congratulate team number 1. We have Rashan, Rashay, we have Marlon, and we also have Gio. They just won themselves a prize courtesy of Blue Lagoon Island. They completed the obstacle course. Way to go, you guys. Once again, they have just won themselves prize.
Also, it is a rite of passage here to jump from that as a young kid. It is about 30 feet from the top of it. You guys any takers? You guys want to jump on the way back? some of the artifacts, treasures. The little guys, they were laying hatched in elsewhere, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, places like that. They get into the water and they ride the currents and streams until they find this cooler. It makes for a Warser ratio on purpose. And it actually makes a great natural reef with the cast iron. So this was, like I said, this was scuttled here on purpose in the late 1800s. Previous to that, it was used as a prison, like a holding all day by tour boats. Not a bad life. So they kind of just went back and just stay around here. Not lots of fish we did.
Was that
That sounds very.
Over a cup of tea.
See, we're just there, and it's just like. So I bought this rig. Got it. Yeah.
I like the way you make it wobble side to side. That only experts normally do that.
That's it, I'll have to get it.
Okay.
Better, and did you try the whistle?
That same side will bring that kayak on that side. You got it. There you go. That rocks that. Simple thing.
Simple thing to get off. I think you can grab all of that. So you just about to disappear right in the middle. Yeah.
We have one of the oldest cities in Europe. Let me tell you, since we have to go back and forward to exit to cross the city in order to go to the outskirts, why not let me tell you a few things about the city of Lisbon. On the left-hand side, this is the entrance of the oldest section of the city. The oldest section of the city, well, dates back from the Middle Age period. We don't have houses from that period. The river used to be. So in the Romans, they used to leave the horses over here in order to cross the Tagus River. On the right-hand side, we used to have All Saints Hospital. In front of us, we used to have the old Court of Inquisition. Everything disappeared with the earthquake of 1755, and this is the new neoclassical city that was born right after the earthquake. 18th century, completely covered. It looks like an embroidery, and the facade is completely made out of limestone. If anyone wants to take the train to Sintra instead of doing our excursion, that is the place. So that is the railway that takes us, people who live in Sintra and work in the city. The hills are another symbol of the city of Lisbon. It's the city of the seven hills. I'm going to call your attention to take a look to the left-hand side. In between those two pink buildings, we have the funicular. And the funicular, it's another symbol of the city of Lisbon. Let me tell you, one of the things that we are so proud of, in Portugal, we have to maintain our facades. We cannot destroy our facades. That's why by going up along this avenue, you can actually see which are the buildings that still date back from the end of the 18th century, beginning of the 19th century, because we have to maintain our facades. So like all these buildings like Gucci, Prada, you name it. So looking at the facades, it looks like we are going back in time, like Hugo Boss here on the left-hand side, just right behind this bus. His name is Marquis of Pombal. He was the prime minister that ordered the reconstruction of the city of Lisbon after the earthquake of 1755. So he was the one who had the strong fist in order to have the city, in order to rehabilitate the city as we know it nowadays.
Okay, so here we are. This is the only middle-aged palace that we have in this. So when we saw when we arrived. So why don't we meet here at 4:15 here, and then we can all go together slowly, okay?
To scream that huge scream that ladies have. Do you remember Hitchcock? The scream, so it's more or less like that kind of scream. So Guincho in Portuguese, this beach nowadays is worldwide known for windsurf. So windsurf is, and surfing, as you can see the kids already here. So the cultural center of Cascais here on the right hand side. We are by the fortress, place where our bus can, where our driver can drop us off. And that we have since 1930, since the 20s and the 30s. This one on the left hand side is where Juan Carlos used to live, the former Spanish king. and we are about to enter Estoril. Estoril itself. So Estoril is divided by 4 districts, we can say like this. This is a small town divided in 4, of Estoril. On the right-hand side of the gardens, we have Hotel Palacio. That is the 5-star hotel where Jan Fleming stayed. So this is where he lived during Second World War for a few months, of 1755. As you can see, we have already the magnificent ship right in front of us. And in a few moments, we will be arriving to the pier.